Hey there, this is Kurt Phillips, author of The Hand of the Archer. When we last left off, Dr. Joseph Bartz was just finishing up his podcast on the Jim Halliday show. Halliday. Is that something you've put a lot of thought into? Bartz. I've been putting more thought into the concept of conditioned consciousness and the unconditioned consciousness. I'll be touching upon it in my new book, Halliday. The Short Journey? Bartz. No, the newer one. I'm in the process of writing it now. I'm actually leaving soon to commit some time and energy to it. It should be finished and published late next year. Halliday. What does your writing process look like? Bartz. Well, most of my books were written in the lab and office, but The Short Journey and this next one as well involve a little more introspection than my previous works. To achieve that, I need to get as far away from the university as possible. Halliday. Do you stay in New Jersey or do you have someplace you like to go? Bartz. I've got a home in Colorado that my wife and I like to go to in the summer. We didn't get a chance to escape this year as I was busy doing press for The Short Journey, so this will be a nice working vacation for several months. Halliday. Well, I know you've got a plane to catch. This was way too short. Bartz. Oh, it's been wonderful talking with you. Halliday. I can't wait to read your new book. Promise me you'll come back when it's all finished and we can continue this conversation. Bartz. It would be my pleasure, Jim. Okay, folks, that's it for today. One more time for Dr. Joseph Bartz. Will pulled into the parking lot of the Office of Colorado Parks and Wildlife, just as Halliday was thanking his underwear sponsors. It was good to hear Joe's voice. Dr. Bartz and Will's father had met through mutual friends as students at NYU. They freely admitted to using each other as respite from their respective disciplines, spending academic downtime watching football. Both Glenn's as well as Joe's far superior European version, as he still referred to it. Even as Glenn moved between different teaching positions at different universities and Joe continued to establish himself in New York, they remained close friends. After marrying, they made time for dual family vacations, dragging along Joseph's wife, Maddie, and Will's mother. The two of them got along almost as well as their husbands, but Glenn and Joe were like brothers. Both were only children, extremely bright, and had sidestepped military service in their youth. Glenn pulled 3 college deferments while Joseph avoided mandatory conscription in the German army on the grounds of conscience. As an alternative to his stint in the German army, Joseph was put to work as an orderly in a hospital, and on the 3rd floor was a mental ward, and it was there, between the white walls and the confluent smells of antiseptic and urine, that Joseph had found his calling. He would become a physician, and then a psychiatrist. He was going to administer to the ailings of the mind. The vacation home that he had discussed was 3 blocks from Will's father's house on Whistler Road. Bartz was aware of Glenn's condition, but they hadn't seen each other since the funeral of Will's mother over a year ago. Before turning off the car engine, Will's phone rang over the truck's audio system, and he looked down at the screen. The coincidence was too delicious. Mobile. Joe Bartz. The Hand of the Archer. Now available on Kindle Unlimited, and if you're in Austin, Texas, go check it out at Book People at 6th and Lamar. Happy reading.